This is Successful Saturdays, and we lost connection the first time. So we're back at it again. Thanks everyone who was tuned on. Sorry about the technical difficulties that we're having. And we are looking to get our special guest on here. That's what I was waiting for. And just shout out to Rocky Banks. That's what we spent our Successful Saturdays on his set of the Busted visual last Saturday. What up, Nisha? My whole Instagram just crashed when I'm trying to get my guest on here. So let's go right ahead and get started. I'm just gonna have to say, take that L for the first part of this live. But this is the most important part, and I'm glad it happened before we got her on here.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. You look so pretty.
Thank you. You too.
So
I like the bun.
Just in time, I was on here, but the app crashed. So
Oh my gosh.
I know, but I'm glad it did it before you got on here. So now that you're on here, we're gonna go ahead and
Yes.
get right into it.
Yes.
Talk about
Yes.
your brand. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you introduce yourself, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So my name is Jeannie. I'm the owner of Sophie's hair care products, and I started my company May of last year. So I've been in business now for about 8 months. I just graduated with my Bachelor of Business Administration from University of Houston. That was August of last year. So I started my business kind of like right as I was ending school. And so, yeah, I was like, yeah, with this whole pandemic going on, I was like, yeah, that's real great, but I still got to pay my bills.
Right.
And, I still have to provide. I have a daughter, and that was a huge motivating factor for me. And so, yeah, and I'm headed to law school this year. Still waiting on acceptances and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just a little bit about me, my background and how I started. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Why did you choose, well, do you want to get a little bit more into what Sophie's hair care products, what products you have?
Right. So this is the product that I currently have. It is the rice water hair growth treatment. And so basically it's a water-based product. And so it's got chebe powder, 6 different essential oils. I really have done a lot of research and development for this product, and it really works. And so the reason why I even kind of chose to introduce this product really because I couldn't find anything that was like non-oily. Like I didn't want to have a greasy neck like every single day,
Right.
And so I was like, what can I do that's water-based? Because my hair loves moisture, right?
Right.
My hair loves moisture, and that's what it needs to grow.
So would you say you created this product based off of what you needed for your hair?
Absolutely. And for my daughter's hair, because it was like, yeah, there's a lot of products out there, that can grow your hair. But again, a lot of them are oil-based and not organic necessarily. And so I'm big on the organic thing, the all natural. That's just, it's a part of my lifestyle, being cognizant of what we put into our bodies. And so that was like a big part of it too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And so, what would you say, what was like the hardest part with starting your business and creating your products?
The hardest part was getting it right and making sure it was consistent every single time. That was probably the hardest part, along with like the capital, like having the monetary, the financial, money to really get it up and going and make sure that, when a customer orders, you have the product available. You can't I can't have my customers waiting. I'm all about customer service. Like as soon as you order it, 1 to 2 days before it's being shipped off, period.
Right.
There is no like waiting 2 weeks. Like that's just unacceptable for me. And so, yeah, just making sure that, and really I didn't take out any loans or anything. It was just funding from family and me, and that's about it.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. So what
Yeah.
was like the process leading up to you finding this formula? Like how many trials and like errors did you have to go through?
Yeah. So it took about a good 3 months of
Hmm.
that research and development, and I would like just Google like all kinds of stuff. I'd be up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning just Googling like,
Yeah.
the best organic, essential oil companies, like who's the
Hmm.
best supplier. And took a lot of research and making sure that, it was safe
Hmm.
because it's a water-based product. It's rice water, so you want to make sure that it's safe and it's done traditionally at the same time. A lot of people, they try to go on YouTube and they just look up what's, the trending way, and that's not necessarily how it's actually traditionally done
Right.
by the originators, who are the Ya women in China, or no, I'm sorry, in Thailand. And so they're the ones that kind of um I got this idea from, really.
Right.
They like rinse their hair in the river, in the rice river, and their hair is like dragging on the ground. And I was like, that's amazing. And I want my hair to be dragging on
I'm
the
like,
ground
that's where
too,
we be getting
sis.
our
So
hair from, sis. That's we be getting our hair from them. The Asian
right. I'm
girlies.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
But just
I'm trying to
okay, just
say
so everybody knows, so I did go purchase the product as well
yay.
because it is in
Awesome.
store in a few Houston locations because that's where the business is based, in
Yes.
Houston. So if you are watching this in Houston, I went to the black hair store,
Yes.
which
Okay.
was like a hidden gem. I'm definitely gonna like just be going there to do my regular shopping too as
Yes.
well and meet other. They had a lot of local brands in there, so that was super dope. And it's, you can say what other locations it's in if you would like to.
Yeah. So Royal Beauty, Beauty Empire on Scott.
Hmm.
I even might have a few locations on Veterans Memorial, like the North Side area. Um, yeah, all the stores, I'm having a mind blank right now, but all the stores where you can go get it, it's on my website.
Yes. Oh, let me pin. Actually, I have the comment right here where they can go get it on your website. Uh-oh.
I'm also in a few, well, one here, and it's called Heidi and Joe, two, Heidi and JoJo's, and then Kim's Braiding. It's two different braiding shops that they sell them in as well. Because, a lot of women who go get their hair braided, like, traditional African hair braiding,
Hmm.
they like often get those braids because they're trying to grow their hair back out, right? And
Right.
so they're having like the missing edges, the thinning edges, or balding. And so I
Hmm.
was like, I think there's a need here. So I made it my mission to really just go to as many braiding shops as I could and just introduce myself like, hey, I see that there's a need here, and
Hmm.
there's a lot of ladies that are wanting, to have their hair grown back and are looking for something
Right.
that's of high quality.
Right.
So
And yeah, that's one of the reasons I was like, well, this is something I actually really wanted to try. Like, first of all, I wanted to support you. I'm like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make my
thank
purchases
you.
and I'm gonna see, like, that's super cool. And then I used it right away. It's only been a first day, but like I took a few days, but like I told you, the very first time I used it, I felt like it was instantly work. And I'm using it mostly for like, because I wear my hair up in a bun a lot. So it's like my
uh
edges aren't completely gone, but I have some thinning around here. So
yeah, the
I'm gonna
crown.
keep everyone updated with my journey. I've been using it faithfully ever since I got it.
Yes,
I don't know if
use
like
it.
I don't know if there's a thing of using it too much.
No. I mean, I use it every single day. I'll just drop it on my scalp,
Hmm.
and then I'll just like bend over like that so the blood flows to my head. And
Okay,
then
I gotta
I know
remember
it's
that.
extreme, okay, but hey, you
No,
want your
tell
hair
me,
long
give
or
me the
not, boo,
process of
okay?
the right. Okay,
uh
and massage it.
yes, massage it. Yes, massage it and get those hair follicles ready to grow. And yeah, I mean, I think this is the thickest my hair has been
Hmm.
probably since high school, like the longest since it's like I was so mean to my hair
Yeah,
after high school. I was like, ooh, I wanna, bleach it, and
I
I
did the
wanna
same thing,
do all
girl.
this.
Did have to do the big chop, everything, and
Right.
I'm just now
And
getting
that's
serious with my
yeah.
hair. But as far as your business, so what are some goals? What are I'm pretty sure you've reached a few of them. What are some goals you have for 2021? Your
Yeah.
short-term goals?
Yeah, so my short-term goals are getting on Amazon. I'm actually in the process of getting my brand, like the actual logo and everything, the labeling,
Hmm.
the font, trademarked. So after that, I will be on Amazon. So I've been accepted as a seller to be able to sell it on Amazon. So you have to get it trademarked, and then after that, it's going to be up there.
It's
And
up
then
there,
long term, you know. And then so long-term goals, I want it to become a nationally, like globally recognized company. And I want to really, really, because all the African hair braiders I've talked to about this and I've shown my product and they use the product, they're like, wow, like a lot of people in Africa, a lot of women would be interested in this in Africa because they're looking for stuff like this. So
hmm
absolutely being international with it.
international. That's go.
I'm
That's a
a
big
worldwide
goal. You
woman.
will be. Yes. I love to hear it. That's super dope. And I definitely see that for you. But
Yeah. Mhm.
I think you kind of touched on it, the overall impact that you plan to make.
Yeah.
You trying to make impact on the world.
Yeah. And more than that, let me go back to the long-term goal because I
Okay.
wrote down a few things, But for the community, like specifically, I'm from Sunnyside,
Hmm.
so there is like a lot of there are a lot of Black businesses here, but there's a lot of prostitution, like drug addiction and
Hmm.
alcoholism in this community. And so I feel like I have like a responsibility as someone who is coming from this part of town to like give back once I do make it. And I know a lot of people say that, but I really am adamant about making change in this particular community because I'm seeing a need. And I'm the kind of
Hmm.
person like if I see a need, I feel like kind of, obligated to at least try.
Yeah.
So once I get my brand up, my money up with this company, I definitely plan on giving back to Black businesses and assisting them and showing them how they can do what I did. So
Yes. And that leads me into my next question of just what advice would you give to someone that wants to do the same thing, or someone that has a product, maybe they want to get it in stores too.
yeah, definitely don't be shy. No one's making money off being shy. So like, yeah, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Especially if it's your brand and you have a quality product, make sure you come correct with the branding, with the everything, so you can be confident in what you have to offer. And definitely also planning. I cannot stress enough. I get so annoyed when people are like, just live for the day. I'm like, I can't.
I'm
I
the
have
same
to.
way.
Yeah, I have.
And it's
I
kind of
have.
hard that you don't, it's like you don't want to be a control freak, but at the same time, like you have
Yeah,
to, I'm big on that. So it's like we have to have a plan, like, because
yeah,
that's
and not even
good.
like, oh, let me plan out what I'm gonna eat for breakfast. Oh, let me plan out every single hour of my day. Not necessarily, but just
Hmm.
having a plan for your day. Like, okay, this is what I need to get done today. This is the general consensus of what needs to happen, like goals for today, and then your long-term goals for the next 3 to 4 years for yourself or your business. And basically making sure you're doing something every day to get there.
Right.
And yeah.
And what would you say that success means to you? Because this is Successful Saturdays, so I have to
Yes,
ask.
yes, yes. Yeah, absolutely. So success for me is freedom. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm very like I like having my freedom, and that means having money to do that. And so, yeah, success for me, myself. I'm not saying for everyone, just for me is having the freedom to do what I want, do what I can, and
Hmm.
do what I want to do to help other people. um that success is being able to give back and making an impact even after I'm dead and gone. Like I'm
Yeah.
still I still made history in some way, and people are still going to remember me, and I think that's success. I think
Yeah.
that's the ultimate definition.
And it's like you have something that you can pass on to your daughter.
Right.
She's into the hair care products. She wants
Oh,
to.
and she is
Mhm.
she's
How old is
always
she?
trying to She's 4. Oh, she just turned 5. I'm sorry. She just turned 5 in January 10th. Yeah.
Okay, she's a Capricorn like me.
Yes, Capricorn. And she's always trying to work, and that's just beautiful to me. Like she sees me work, and at night I'll put her to bed, and she's like, "Go study, go do your work." I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay."
yes,
So
mama.
it's great. Yeah.
Oh, that's super dope. So I shared, so when I was on the live earlier before I got really interrupted, I was
Oh,
sharing the verse of the day because I was just preparing. Usually I'm like last minute getting on my live, but today I took my time and I was preparing. I was like, let me read my verse of the day before I got on here. And it just
yeah.
really was like, wow, I think I read it at the perfect time. It's from Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And
That
that was the
hits.
verse
That
of the
hits.
day. And it just kind of
Yeah.
like, you got to trust his plan
Yeah, absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
live in your purpose every day and just
Yeah.
have faith
Yeah.
in
That,
him.
that that's a verse to really live your life by. Like if you're ever feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so over, and I feel like that a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have so much to do, and then you just forget. You gotta make sure you keep your mind leveled, and then reading verses like that really brings you back to where you're
It's
supposed
like
to
a
be.
reality check.
Yeah, it is. It
For you,
is.
especially like you said, I can
Yeah.
get that way too. Everything be so crazy, but I definitely want to thank you for taking the time to come on here and just if you have anything else to say, maybe something I didn't touch on, anything I don't know. Also, if you're watching,
Um,
if you have any questions, feel free to drop
yeah,
them
if y'all
in the
have any
chat.
questions.
Let us know, and if you're
Um,
watching this afterwards, you can still reach out. I'll have
okay.
the website and Jeannie's all her information plugged in.
Yeah, so definitely go by one of the stores. The website is www.sophieshaircare.com. Once you click on or once you scroll down, you can look at all the stores where you'll find her. You'll find
Yes,
her.
ma'am. And it's super, I mean, at least the one I went to, they had it front and center. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, boom. They already knew when I was coming in there.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
holy
yeah.
grail. This is my new holy grail.
Whenever I pitched myself to those stores, I'm always like, I'm a woman, but I'm a businesswoman. And so I'll be like, no, I kind of want the product on the counter there. I don't want it
Yes,
kind
Miss
of
Masters.
off. So yeah, definitely. I guess one last piece of advice is like, be aggressive, like obviously in a respectful way, but be very aggressive, like be very forthcoming and aggressive, like in a good way, like obviously, like, but again, being confident in what you have to offer. And so, yeah, don't be scared. Don't be
Yes, don't
scared.
be scared, girl. That goes a long way. I agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. So, yes, everyone, thank you for watching. Make sure you follow
Thank
Sophie's.
you for inviting me.
Yes, I'm gonna follow up with you. And like I said, I'm gonna keep them
Yes.
updated on my journey. And I always wanted to try, like I always heard a lot like good things about rice water. I was just always too lazy to
Yeah.
make my own. Honestly, I don't know how to do that stuff either. And I would want something more safe and like professional like this. So
Yeah, yeah. And so the thing is, like, it's not just like, you'll see like people on YouTube that just like let it sit. Like, it's not how it's supposed to be done. That's disgusting, actually.
that's not the right
Yeah,
way.
yeah, that's not the right way.
And see,
And so, yeah,
that's why I never made it myself.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm
Well,
so happy that you invited me, and I'm hoping that anyone watching this, they got a little boost of confidence to go ahead and take a leap of faith with their business.
yes,
So,
definitely. Definitely. Thank you so much. Go enjoy the rest of your
yeah,
day, the rest of your weekend.
you too,
See you
and
again
thank you
soon.
again.
Thank you.
All right, bye.